3, 2, 1.
Why do Muslims fast the whole month of Ramadan? I often get this question from my peers. Why do Muslims, when it comes to like they always say, the 9th month of the calendar, they are supposed to fast? So what's the benefit of fasting the whole month of Ramadan? Yeah, stay tuned. In case you are wondering why Muslims fast the whole month of Ramadan, stay tuned until the end. So, one friend of mine told me that you know what? I don't get it. I thought that Muslims during this holy month of Ramadan, they are so holy. They don't do, like, they don't abuse people. They don't cheat, like very many things like the friend mentioned. And then I'm like, what happened? And then the friend was like, you know what, I borrowed money to a friend of mine, like since you guys started fasting this holy month of Ramadan. So I borrowed that friend of mine 50,000 shillings, and that friend promised me that he's going to pay back the money in the 1 week time. But guess what? Ever since that time, like, that friend, he's not picking my calls, he's not responding to my messages, and I'm wondering, is he really a Muslim? Is he even fasting or what? So I'm like, so you thought in case like someone is fasting, they cannot do such things? Yes, I understand that Muslims were always told that, like the Satan, who always misguides us. Like, we are told that we do things because of the Satan. The Satan tempts us to do things. So at the end of the day, that's why we end up sinning. And in this holy month of Ramadan, like, that Satan is put like on what? In jail. He's jailed. But let me tell you, yes, the main one, or the mother of the Satans, is jailed. But then these other Satans, the small ones or the young ones, siblings, are not jailed. So anytime like someone acts in a way you don't expect them to act because they are fasting, please don't blame it on the Satan. Just blame it on the person himself. Because at the end of the day, you don't expect someone, like, in their heart, if their heart it's not that good, you don't expect them to do well with you, even though they are fasting the whole month of Ramadan. So back to the question, why do Muslims fast? Because very many people don't understand why, like, Muslims are fasting. Actually, most of the people say that, why are you guys forced to fast the month of Ramadan? Let me tell you, my friend or my colleague, we are not forced. Everyone who fasts, it's because they want. You understand? So don't expect like to find a Muslim eating and then you ask them, why are you eating yet it's the holy month of Ramadan? You know, we were told that in the month of Ramadan you guys are not supposed to eat during day. Yes, we are not supposed to eat during day, but in case like someone has got a chronic disease, let me say they have gastric ulcers, they have any disease which is stopping them from fasting, should they go ahead and fast, or they should put the fast aside and then, So if you didn't know that you cannot fast, or a Muslim is not supposed to fast because they are sick, in most cases, what you're supposed to do, okay, if you're a Muslim and you're wondering what you're supposed to do during this holy month of Ramadan, and then you get rewards even though you're not fasting. So that Islam teaches us that if you're unable to fast because of a certain reason, let me say chronic disease, or you're an old person, and if you fast, you're going to endanger your life, or your health. So it's better not to fast, because if you force yourself to fast and then you end up becoming more ill, or you die in the due course of fasting, then that's prohibited. You understand? That's prohibited, and in fact, God can punish you for that. So what you can do to also gain the benefits of fasting, you can get someone who is a needy, and then they are not so, like a person who is a needy, but you know that that person is unable to get what they can eat, they don't have enough food or anything, so you can support them in their breaking their fast. So if you support them to break their fast, you end up getting rewards as if you fasted. But what happens, because what happens in case you want to break someone's fast, but then, you know, because I've really, by the time I'm talking about this, it's because I've seen it in very many places where I go to, like someone wants to break someone's fast, but then because if you break someone's fast, if the person who fasted starts breaking the fast with something you've given them to break the fast, like the Islam teaches us that you get the rewards exactly as the person who fasted, but even that person who fasted, whom you've helped to break the fast, will still get their rewards. So what if you want to break someone's fast, or let me say I send you some money, like let me say I send you like my 10,000 shillings, I send it to you to break your fast, but at the end of the day you don't start breaking the fast from the money I sent you, but my intention was to break your fast. So do I still get the rewards as if I've helped you break the fast? So that question, it has been lingering around my head for like quite some good time, ever since actually this month began. It has been lingering around my head. But then I did my research because I didn't want to spread false information. I didn't want to give information which I don't know about. So if you're there and you really want to break someone's fast, but then because we are not always sure if that person is going to break the fast from what you've given them, maybe dates or a drink, anything like that, what you should put in your mind that God will reward you basing on your heart intention or your desire to break the person's fasting. You understand? So don't be there and be sad that I really wanted to break Shakirah's fasting, and then she started with something else. Because remember, it's always also good to start with something which you're sure it's pure. Let me say I want to break your fast, but you don't know like where I got the money. Was it from halal or haram journeys? You're not so sure. So it's always better to start with something which you're sure of. That takes me back to what I just explained, that your rewards, your intention, it's what matters when you're breaking someone's fasting. You understand? So back to the question which I started with when I was starting this video. So the Muslims fast the holy month of Ramadan because it's one of the pillars of their religion. We have 5 pillars of Islam, whereby you have to believe in one God, who is Allah, and then the second pillar, you have to pray 5 times a day, which is prayer, and then the third one, it's zakat, fasting, and then the pilgrimage. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and happy Ramadan Kalim. Bye, ciao.